I'm on here. Good morning, YouTube. How y'all doing? I'll be recording from this computer for a few days. My Apple died yesterday, so they're picking it up this morning. Anyway, I had to come on here and talk about this thing. This fool. First thing you wake up in the morning. I mean, I haven't even had my breakfast yet, girl. Haven't even had my. I had to take a shortcut to this shit. Monster drink, because I couldn't even make my coffee. This fool has got me so upset again. I'm gonna drop y'all up, huh? Hi, Tanya. Tishana. I know most people ain't up, but what? It's always light. Let me a minute to get my light off. Yeah, so my computer died. It's unexplained, but fortunately, it is under warranty. So that consumed my whole day yesterday. I couldn't come on. Anyway, when I do come on, I see this goddamn Jay Wilson is still out there running his motherfucking mouth. Like something's got something to do with his punk ass. I can't, people. Hi, Mocha Drop, Tanya B, Tashana. I am Miss Ricks. Hi, Kenitha Russell. And Corrine. You need a monster? This punk bitch, I just, God, are we joining some kind of way in the spirit, some kind of way? Why did I keep getting drawn into this bitch, Jay Wilson? It seems like it's almost like a magnet. I cannot stand that punk, but I seem to somehow always have to come and give commentary on that bitch. Or maybe somebody needs to speak for rights. This bitch is still on here days later. What is it? 3-4 days later, trying to make sense out of the fact that this motherfucker stump creature went and took somebody's personal trauma from from my baby, their personal trauma, and pieced together their story and put it on their page as if they were there. He claimed that he is a social worker and he was there on the scene. So for this stupid bitch to be talking about, oh, you accused him. Ain't nobody accused that punk but him. That's the motherfucker to put himself on the scene, right? You take somebody's girl, the rape of a 8-year-old child, and this nigga just talks all around that. And then the rape of a 8-year-old child by his own goddamn father, so much abuse and rape that the child had to be removed to the house and put into foster care where he was continuously molested and abused again. And this nigga, he think that that's fine. Oh, that's fine. It ain't against the law. It ain't against the law. Ain't that a bitch? She put herself there. She said she was there. She said she saw it, right? And you trigger this dude over here who we all can accept has got some struggle in his mind even to now from such extreme abuse. I can't even imagine abuse like that. That's the kind of shit that affected Sybil. The kind of shit where your whole personality splits and you're fucked up for life. And this monster, this hideous creature, which I've told you people from the very, very beginning, I said, that motherfucker is insane. That nigga does not deserve to be here. He don't need to be here. He is a piece of dog shit, but I didn't realize to what extent this motherfucker would. So he's on there yesterday talking about me. I saw someone sent me over there. Oh, send me Timothy Blaine mugshot. I need a mugshot. Oh, we gonna post him. What? You think I'm gonna be affected by a goddamn mugshot? Nigga, you know how many mugshots I've had, girl? You really believe that's gonna affect me? See? She likes to go into people's past and try to see what she can do. She went in there and did that to that boy. And we don't know to what extent that man is damaged, right? She might have took him back to that place, to that house again, or wherever she calls it, a basement. And that motherfucker could have took a goddamn rope or a tie and tied it to the light fixture in the ceiling and hung his goddamn self. That bitch, she ain't no goddamn doctor. She did all this, brought it all on herself. And then she gonna say, oh, and then he says, that was you. Jay Wilson all in an uproar. Oh, you said it was him. You said it was him. That broke the law. You said it was him. What the fuck are you talking about, nigga? Did you see this punk just come over here and attack that boy and use his gone goddamn past against him and trigger him to the extent that he's on there crying and shit, and you don't give a fuck about the tears, bitch? Because the truth is, you don't like that boy Blue Phoenix because he's one of the first one to call your punk ass out for being a fake doctor, a fake preacher, and a fake ass motherfucker, right? You ain't said a goddamn thing about your relationship with that boy, right? So you just jump on the goddamn bandwagon, bitch, and you gonna accuse me? But Kwani do the same thing. This thing, when are you? Is that stone creature? Is he gonna have to cause a death for you to get it, bitch? She is still over there trying to defend this crazy ass shit. Oh, he said you did this thing. That was not the crime, girl. The crime was the nigga put himself on the scene, girl. The motherfucker said he saw it. He laughed at it. He made sounds like, and fucking him, and fucking him. And we're talking about an 8-year-old child here, right? This boy gets triggered. He has to fight back whatever way he can. And I think the way he chose to fight back is brilliant. I would have done the same goddamn thing. There it is, nigga. Oh, that's break the law. The law is for the law. Do you have a law degree, Jay Wilson? I see you always have an affinity and want to send people to jail, nigga. What the fuck you know about the law, punk? And it's time for us to start putting these damn degrees up on the screen. We want to go through them one by one, bitch. We want to see what the hell you're educated in, punk. Because you sound like a fucking idiot. You're a stupid motherfucker. And you're going to sit up here and stick by. I thought you were through it. Stomp down. I thought he didn't come on your channel, right? Right? Because you recognize what a piece of dog shit he was, right? But now all of a sudden now you in Stomp Down is joined at the hip. Jay Wilson, I don't give a goddamn what you think about it. I think you're one of the stupidest motherfuckers on here, bitch. I just think you are a stupid ass person, girl, to come here and make this ridiculous, stupid ass argument, girl. And you're supposed to be some kind of person in ministry. That is so offensive to me. Oh, I can say that it would, just like you said when you went around Tracy's house over and over again, showing pictures all around her house, right? Oh, I can see it was messy, but it wasn't against the law. It was the law is for the lawless. Doxing is doxing, bitch, and you're the father of it over here, girl. You one of the primary ones, bitch, who started taking on calls and shit. Oh, she called my job. She called my job. She called for employment verification after you had made many videos surrounding her house, exposing her to God knows what, and we don't even know. This might be why this boy Stomp Down showed up in San Antonio at Preezy's address, right? Where did these ideas come from, right? It was from listening to Jay Wilson, who he said, oh, it's just harmless. It's just harmless. Stupid ass punk. Oh, you make me sick. Well, you make me want to throw up on this goddamn computer. You're so fucking stupid. And then he gonna come out here. And yes, he mentioned my name. Who gives a fuck? She gonna mention my name anytime I want to because she needs another licking, right? Just over and over and again and again and again. I'm gonna say this. I'm gonna say this and again and again and nigga. How many agains are we gonna have to be subjected to, bitch? Because you have jumped your ass once again in somebody else's life where you have no facts. You had the nerve to come on here. The conversation should have ended when you said you didn't see her video. If you didn't see it, nigga, why are you talking about it? If you don't know the egregious offense of that stump bitch, if you don't know what the fuck she did, why are you talking about it then, nigga? Oh, but he said that he was the one. He's Stanley. He can say anything goddamn thing he wants to say, nigga. You brought your ass into the scene. You said you my social worker, and you said you sit up there and watch me get fucked. So I'm just agreeing with you, black ass bastard. Ain't that what it comes down to? Is that what the judge would say? Nigga, all I see is that he's agreeing with you. You said you were there? Okay, I'm agreeing with you. You were there and you were him. It just makes me sick. It just makes me sick in my stomach, people. I'm telling you the truth. I've seen people trying to make reasonable arguments, although you can't make reasonable arguments on this thing because we all have our prejudices, right? But that Wilson, he ain't said a goddamn thing about the fact how many times did that Blue Phoenix guy came after his ass, right? So it's just revenge for him as well, right? Just like Jay Wilson. And I hate to even mention this man's name. he jumped on the bandwagon and calling Larry Reed had done something with children. These are grown ass men. The case meant shit. But he brought his punk ass on here. Oh, we got to hear the case of the fact. And somebody's going to jail. He's talking about Larry Reed, a real pastor. Larry Reed, a real pastor, punk. The case meant shit. We all know it was shit. Everybody knew it was shit but you. Why? I'm going to get my coin from it. Girl, that motherfucker just makes me so mad, girl. She just makes me, I don't know why people are still going over there. I understand Olivia and Tracy have been over there. I guess part of them likes him, but they've got to, they feel is somehow they like parts of him. But I'm telling you, ladies, do not back down off of what we know is right. Somebody needs to stand up for what is right. That Stump thing is mentally ill. He needs to leave here. He won't even show us who he is, right? And he wants to make these vile attacks. So now he's on a campaign to expose my criminal record. Nigga, all you gotta do is read my book, girl. It's $4.99. What the fuck is that? What is there to expose, bitch? Matter of fact, it's sold. I don't even remember how many copies. Something like 8,000 copies. So a lot of people have read the book, girl. They know my story. I ain't ashamed of my goddamn story, you stupid, ugly ass bitch. I ain't ashamed of nothing. But you apparently are ashamed of everything. So when we jump to the conclusion that, well, maybe this is the motherfucker then, because why can't we see him? You've done something, punk. There's some reason that you're hiding, you stupid motherfucker. We can see the fucking personality. What a piece of shit you are, bitch. I jumped immediately. I said, yes, maybe that's what he is. Maybe that's a child molester or something. Shit. Why in the fuck has he got so invested in hiding himself? He gonna put out hits on people. He gonna kill people if they dox him. Yet at the same time, he's only talking about, oh, send me Timothy Blaze criminal record. Send me his mugshot. Send me his mugshot. Oh, his mama was a whore and a prostitute. My mother was a whore and a prostitute. And this is what this nigga is defending. Now he's actually defending because people have called his ass out. Because they've called us out and asked it, nigga, in the simplest terms, what does this have to do with you? Why are you so invested in protecting the Stump? Oh, they say that I'm caping for Stump down. I'm caping for Stump down. Oh, the laws for the law. What are you doing, nigga? Do you think everybody's stupid? I don't think that you think it's because you think everybody else is stupid. I think it's because you are stupid. You're just a dumbass nigga, right? And we still don't know the goddamn story about you, bitch. We still don't have no facts, punk. But you got your nose in everybody else's business, nigga. And if that boy would have hurt himself, girl, they should have came to the Stump Creature's house, and the next stop should have been you. We want to ask you some questions, nigga. Since this is all a joke. Oh, it may be in poor taste. It may be, but I can't say that. It's not against the law. Well, what do you say was not against the law, nigga? Are you gonna come and tell me? So what are you saying then that when I explain my trauma from my childhood in my book, which you went to investigate just to find out the dirt, if you put yourself, like when I was in the car, remember I was in the car and my mother was being abused by her abusive stepfather who had lured us to California so he could be abusive because he was never abusive in Indiana. And I told you the story about when me as a 6-year-old was so traumatized in that moment that I opened the back door of the car and I was trying to jump out of the goddamn car on the motherfucking freeway, bitch. I tried to jump out the car. Well, if you came and told me, oh, I was in the passenger seat. I saw the whole thing. He slapped her. He slapped her. And then I tell you, wait a minute, bitch. I think it was you. It was you. You were there. So you're going to tell me that I'm the one to be crucified after you done inserted your black ass into my goddamn trauma, things that you still struggle with? I didn't even understand what trauma was. A psychiatrist or a therapist didn't tell me what trauma was. I didn't understand what it was, right? But an incident happened here in San Francisco. I was with these people. I knew this man had a violent history. I know he was violent. He was particularly violent with women. He had that reputation, right? But it was just a drug deal, right? I was with him and his woman, right? I had never been around them when they were under the influence of drugs, right? He did the drugs and immediately attacked the woman. He was attacking the goddamn woman. I had to get the shit out of the hotel room because obviously the police was going to be coming because this man actually got high and started beating his woman right in front of me, girl. And so we finally got him in the car. I said, well, we can get in the car and get him to drive and get his mind off of it, girl. Then maybe we can get back to San Francisco. But we were in some suburb somewhere, right? And in the car, listen to this, people. In the car, with him and her in the front seat, me in the back seat. She says something, probably that my eye is like it's coming out of her head. He attacks her in the car, right? And instantly, bam, like that, nigga, I was trying to get out the goddamn car. You know why? Because it triggered me, you stupid motherfucker. It was the exact same thing happened to me as a 6-year-old. Punk. So I ended up on the curb, waiting for an ambulance. I was so goddamn confused. I was so confused. I couldn't even describe what was wrong with me to the well, they had paramedics. They had all kind of people. That paramedics, police car, all this shit. I couldn't even understand it, girl, because it was triggered. I was back there in that same situation again. We're talking about 50 years later. And you think this is a joke? This is something funny? Oh, that wasn't nothing. He can say that. He just being messy. He just being messy. Ain't that a bitch? Stay out of grown people's goddamn business, bitch. You're gonna keep defending it. I thought you didn't like Stump Down. I thought he didn't come to your channel no more. He wasn't welcome there. That's why he knew he had to cement. Will you be the Godfather? Can I call you? I want to be clear. I gotta be clear. Can I refer to you as the Vlog Father? Stupid bitch. And then that's what you're being, huh? Well, okay. Yeah, she needs to be drug off of here. But you know what, Jay Wilson? Your ass needs to go, bitch. Since you have such a hard time understanding any goddamn thing, why don't you take your punk ass on? Because I'm sick of you saying, girl, and again, and again, and again, and again, and repeating the same goddamn thing. Why you keep saying the same shit, nigga? We already heard you. We already heard what you had to say. People come on there. Then Olivia came on there this, I guess, early in the morning. This nigga is up here at 5 o'clock in the morning driving the goddamn Uber cab. I thought the Uber cab was a joke. Then you come on there and say, oh, they say I drive the Uber. Since I drive the Uber, they say I drive the Uber. Well, I guess I better go drive an Uber. And it turns out that that's exactly what you were doing, nigga. That's why you got a new car, because you had passed the mileage that it was acceptable to drive the Uber car, right? So you're still driving the goddamn Uber car, girl. You're still coming on here. And now you're coming on every day. And you're coming on 2 and 3 times a day, nigga. So somebody got to say, well, goddamn, which job did he lose? Because we know he's in the Uber cab because he's on here making videos from the cab, girl. So his nigga lost his job. He don't seem to have much interest in this highfalutin job he has, girl. Career starting at 52 years old. That's going to be a long one, ain't it? Jesus wept. Mm-hmm. Yeah, I'm sure he weeps every time that boy comes in here calling himself a pastor misrepresenting the church. Yeah, y'all need to weep every time you send some money into this thing. Will be the church, the Sunday service. Y'all should weep. I can't believe I actually sent that food money. She's making me weep. I don't have no history with this dude, Blue Wolf Phineas. I recognize what happened here, honey. You backed what you considered a mouse into a corner, and he came out of that corner and scratched you across your goddamn face, bitch. And that Wilson over there acting like he's the one that was right and you're the one that's wrong. So what you're supposed to do is just be in the corner. Oh, stop it, Stomp Down. Stop it, Stomp Down, please, please. Ain't this a bitch? No, he came up here and socked you in your motherfucking head, bitch. Kind of scared. He's trying to keep diverting the conversation. Well, Kwani said this. Well, Kwani said my dead mother. Nigga, your mother ain't no better than nobody else's mother. Nigga, do you talk about in that same incident where I described where this nigga was attacking my mother? Didn't you bring it up, talking about how my mother getting slapped like a whore? Isn't that what you said, you black ass bitch? Isn't that what you said? So your mother has more value than mine, who is living, who is well into her 80s? You stupid bitch. Oh, Carney said something. She said something very smart. Let me say it again. Oh, I'm just gonna say this. I'm gonna say it. Somebody try to say something. No. I got to say this. Girl, nobody wants to hear what you got to say, Jay Wilson. I want you to shut your goddamn mouth, bitch. Did you ever call Larry Reed and apologize to him? And I'm sure he wouldn't receive a call from you. But did you ever apologize to him? Say, you know what? I kind of jumped to the conclusion, and I kind of jumped to things there, and I should never have been on here accusing you of doing some kind of ungodly thing with grown men, whatever it was, girl. Do you ever apologize for it, bitch? You just come on here running your mouth and running your mouth and running your mouth. Why? Because I get a coin from it. I get a coin from it, stupid bitch. Do your co-workers, do they drive Uber cabs for hours and hours and hours when they get off work, nigga? Do they work until 10 at night and then leave work and go and drive an Uber cab for the rest of the night, bitch, and then pop on YouTube while you're driving the Uber cab, girl? Does Uber even know that you're online, girl, talking this shit when you're supposed to be driving, girl? What the fuck's wrong with you, punk? We still don't know your goddamn, so you got some mental things going on in your mind too. That's why you keep saying, and again, I'm gonna say this. I'm gonna say it. I'm gonna say it again. I'm gonna say it again. Girl, you don't even know how annoying you are. I'm sorry, people. I ain't even had my oatmeal. I have not even had my oatmeal. I'm trying to figure out how long is this nigga gonna try to drag this shit out, child. Right? How long is she gonna drag this out? And she over talking about, I'm not caping for him. He doesn't even know what the definition of caping for somebody is. What are you doing then, nigga? If you over there making her case, what are you doing? Ain't nobody else making no case, no stomp down, only you and that stupid ass Vivian. And then she bring her big bald head ass on there. Oh, I'm traumatized right now. I'm traumatized right now. Oh, well, because that woman said what she said. The woman came to you and said that your relationship with Stomp Down was disturbing. She told you, when is this going to stop? How much more are we going to ever hear about Timothy Blaine's sex life and white people? When did you start hating white people? That was the crust of the situation, child, right? After you came up with those pitiful, Vivian Jennings, you are one pitiful broad. I'm sorry, honey. I'm not going to sit up here and call you all kind of bald head ho shit, because I just don't want to be bothered with you. You're not worthy. You're not worth it. Right? And just you see these demons circling around your punk ass. They see a weak vessel. This is something easily manipulated and used because you are so hurt. I don't think it came from the service. I think it came from you as a person. Why you cling so close to these people who put titles on themselves, girl, and then you're ready to kiss their asshole in public, even though you know they're demons. How can you be a church woman? You claim you are a church woman. What the fuck kind of churches are these? What are you people sitting up under, honey? Where you think this is fine? This is all right. You say you were at the scene? Okay, bitch, I agree with you. That's you, Sam. How you doing, Stanley? Who is blocked? You ain't blocked over here, Miss Riggs. Am I blocked? Not here. I don't block nobody. Matter of fact, I don't even know how to unblock nobody. Every time I go to my block people, they it shows nobody's blocked. And I know I blocked these hoes. That's why I can't see them on my damn computer. Not y'all, them. Hi, Wild Seed. Madeline Jones. Hi, Madeline Jones. I know I'm mispronouncing it. Please forgive me. I can't. Something is there, honey. I don't know why I keep going back to that fool's channel. I mean, I do intellectually. I understand that this is where I go to get commentary. In other words, there's 2 or 3 people that you almost have to watch on a daily basis if you're going to be in the beef sector. Even though you can't stand these people make you sick and want to cry. Even though you still have to go to get the ones, some you like, some you don't, to get the current stories or what's going on here, right? So I keep going. Every time I go over, I get so goddamn angry, child. Every time that motherfucker say again. Oh, this morning it was like, shut up. was hollering at my television. Girl, it's 6 o'clock in the morning. I'm hollering at the television. He got a vendetta against that dude, Blue Phoenix, because when he was Apocalypse Destroyer, he did regular commentary on Jay Wilson. So Jay Wilson, he knows good and goddamn well why he's over here defending one monster against his boy. He knows that. Has he said anything about it? No. He talk about quantity. Oh, and Tim, how dare you, bitch? Nigga, you don't never see me behave the way you bitches behave, nigga. There is no equivalency between me and that stump creature. Nothing, bitch. Levels of taste. Obviously, you didn't learn none in the trailer. I would like to talk more about the trailer. Let's go back to the trailer, right? What was the year, punk? Matter of fact, when was that thing constructed? And I want to ask you this. Can you bring us a picture of the actual trailer? I'm tired of trying to find pictures of the most dilapidated, disgusting trailers in the fucking... I'm from Florida. Oh, I'm from Pensacola. I'm from Pensacola. Girl, tell the truth. You are from the lowest of the low, bitch. You are beneath the low bottom, right? The low bottom would be the lowest financial situation. Would be you were the poorest people in town, right? You would be lived in the low bottom. That's right. That's where you start from. You build up from the low bottom. Most of us, frankly, have had to start from the low bottom because we started in slavery, right? In this country. Right? So we've had to claw and pull our way up. But you hadn't pulled your way up that much, had you, punk? Right? So tell us about your daddy. You're always fascinated by people's daddies and things, and all these things are funny to you. We know that you was a punk, a sissy, raised up around all brothers. I want to know, how hard did they make it for your punk ass, bitch? And what took your father, this pitiful, pathetic man, so long to get out of that trailer? You said that the boys, some of your brothers had gone, I would think so, 9 niggas. Some of them had gone on. That means that they had been in the trailer their entire life, right? And then when they finally left the trailer, I'm trying to understand. When they finally left the trailer, I lost that chain of thought. They left, and then you were still there. That means there were generations raised in that trailer, right? You claim after you expose this. See, you have this thing about expose. Oh, you shouldn't have brought it to YouTube. They shouldn't have told this. You see how? Because I didn't know anything about no goddamn trailer, bitch. Remember? I don't know about no trailer. You told us that you were raised in the trailer, right? And then after you felt so humiliated, girl, because of my constant assault on your past, your raising and your rearing, you come up with the idea, oh, I left at 5 years old. Jay Wilson, I want to know how hard them boys made it for you when they realized that you was a sissy. I want to know what it was that would force you. What level of shame did you have in order to stay in the closet for 50 years, girl? I mean, your life is almost over, bitch. I mean, it's almost over. You talking about starting careers, girl. You got 10 years left, bitch. And then we are supposed to be adults here. So let me try to focus up and go on to another. Here's another sidebar. So he says he tries to deflect this heinous story. And you guys would have had to have heard what that boy said. I mean, Troy Allen was already making videos about it when it happened. It was so disgusting. I couldn't even listen to it because I felt it was so disgusting, right? But the original video that boy made attacking this guy who has got mental struggles right now, honey, who was triggered by the fact that you brought up all of this pain. See, it's one thing for him to say it, right? It's one thing for me to talk about my life, right? You know why? Because it's my life, right? If he talks about it, it releases, it helps him, right? To get well, to accept the truth, right? To face the truth, the facts. But it doesn't do anything for some outside bald-headed bitch, girl, to be capitalizing on his pain and his struggle. It's not your struggle, nigga. It's not your story. It does not belong to you, punk. So you go and write your memoir now, bitch. And we want to hear the truth. We want to know what went on in that goddamn disgusting ass, old raggedy ass trailer that the white folks throw out. Where you didn't even have to buy the motherfucker, girl. Just pay the rent on the goddamn little parcel. With all the abandoned cars and old bicycles, girl, and old hound dogs in the back, bitch. And that's where they plop the goddamn trailer. And you say, oh, my parents believe in home ownership. Oh my God, my side. They gonna kill me, girl. They believe in home ownership, did they, nigga? That's why your ass working 4 jobs for a house you don't need. You a stupid ass person, Jay Wilson. How y'all doing, child? What y'all think? She just gonna block it. I guess she gonna come on tonight and just tell you again and again and again. I'm gonna say this again. Oh, wait a minute. I'm gonna say this. I'm gonna say stupid motherfucker been struggling his whole goddamn life to be heard. That's why you always gotta try to dominate every goddamn conversation, girl, and overtalk every goddamn body. Did that nigga have Tasha K on here? Tasha K's got 1 million subscribers, girl. She got 1 million subscribers on here. She would be a beef sector legend, right? I don't know what her problem is with the beef sector, because every time somebody bring it up, she said, you like it? Oh, you like the beef sector? Whatever, girl. You know how to get when you get a couple dollars. Anyway, he got her on there, right? She's trying to, this nigga is continually interrupting her, over talking her for us to hear about the same old, I'm gonna say this again. Wait a minute. We wanted to hear what she had to say, bitch, because she's not here every goddamn day. She's not making 3 and 4 videos in the beef sector, bitch. So we wanted to hear what she had. But oh no, honey. You know where it comes from, Jay Wilson? It comes from your brother knocking you on your goddamn head every time you want to say something, bitch. I mean, girl, it had to be a war going on there. 9 niggas in a single wide trailer plus 2. That's 11 people in a single wide trailer. A single wide trailer is this, girl. From here to the bathroom. You can't get a trailer longer than, no, close the bathroom door. From here to the end of that hallway, that's all you're going to get on the freeway, right? And they're transported on the freeway, right? So all of you 11 niggas was in this goddamn trailer, right? Now imagine, people, if you're on the freeway, they move single wide trailers on the freeway, right? So double wide, they split them in half. They move one piece and the other piece, right? So they make it smaller. But a single wide, they put on the freeway, right? So imagine the lanes. Sometimes they have to block things off and they take a lane and a half. But imagine that. It couldn't be no more than this goddamn room right here. My bedroom. Now imagine if there were 11 people in here. How many would be on the bed? So they put a wall right here. So this, my computer, this would be a one room, right? And then my bed, that would be the size of the living room. And what? So we said we blocked it off before the bathroom. So that hallway, that would be the kitchen and the toilet. Let's hear about your story, Jay Wilson, since you have so much to say about people's past and stories and things. And if that guy has got problems, I don't see how he could not have problems, girl. If the story he explained, which probably is still inside of him, that's dying to get out of him, but it has to come out of him, girl, right? When you go to a psychiatrist or a therapist, what they're going to say primarily is, and then what happened? And how does that make you feel, right? She's not going there telling her how she feels or how it makes her feel. No, they want to know from the person, right? Because it is his story. It is his breakthrough. He's the one that needs deliverance. Where did Jay Wilson insert his fat ass, girl, so much into this person's life? So what needs to happen is he needs to find out a way to come at your punk ass, bitch. You ain't much different than Stone Creature, girl. You only show your face because you didn't get more views, girl. But you are defending this punk who still won't even show it. I mean, we can't even see a toenail. And then he over there saying, oh, I can guarantee his name ain't Stanley. His name ain't Stanley. How do you know what his name is? You can guarantee. How you gonna guarantee somebody else's goddamn name, nigga? Have you seen his birth certificate? Now the bitch says she ain't never seen him. She ain't never met him. I thought you said you knew him. That's why you knew that he wasn't fat. That's why you knew he wasn't light skinned. That's how you, girl, you know every goddamn thing, right? And now she's saying, oh, he sent me a picture. Ain't that a bitch? He sent you a picture, huh? Mm-hmm. The nigga sent you a picture. He found a picture, girl. I ain't got no picture handy. Nigga, you can send anybody a picture, girl. You can send anybody a picture. Uh-huh. Yeah. So he sent you a picture, huh? So, Jay Wilson, if I sent you the picture, does that mean that's me? Dumbass. No, that's me right there, bitch. Look at that. Oh, she's been good, girl. He sent you a picture. How could you make a statement so stupid as that, girl? So you know what he looked like because he sent you a picture. Girl, why didn't you just FaceTime you, girl? Or why don't you just come on the video? His personality got to be so protected. Ain't that a bitch? He gonna spend 20. If anybody try to dox me, I'm gonna spend $20,000. I'm gonna get you. I can put a hit on you for $20,000. And then this nigga home on here yesterday talking about he wants my mug shots. What? So he wants to dox everybody on here, but nobody can dox him. So if they dox him, then they're to be murdered. And this is what you're defending, you ignorant, stupid, bald-head bastard. Let me get off this. Let me get off of this before I turn like him. And I'm going to say this. And again, and let me say this again. I'm going to say it. I'm going to say it. Get ready. Get ready. I'm going to say it. They said, did you just say that? Well, goddamn, you've been saying it for 2 hours. He's up at 2 o'clock in the morning making 2-hour videos, girl, on the same subject. He's milking it for all he can get, girl. Go and find you some business, Jay Wilson. Go and find you some business. Leave that man alone. You don't know what that man's going through. We can all see that he was actually crying in his video. After she had traumatized him, he was actually crying in the video. No mention of that. They don't give a fuck. He shouldn't have put it on there. He shouldn't have said that. He shouldn't have. That is his story, nigga. You don't like it? Don't listen to it. How about that? How about because someone has shared their life, that is not reason for you to now, it's not fodder for you. It's not material for you, bitch. So what about when what's that thing that the white underbelly? There's a site on here called the white underbelly, right? And they go and they interviewed all these people, pimps, prostitutes, drug addicts, amphetamine addicts, all different kind of drugs and all this kind of stuff. And the people going and trying to, and they go and they tell their story, right? So you're saying that they shouldn't tell their story, right? So we shouldn't know anything about child abuse because nobody should tell their story. Is that what you're saying? So nobody should know anything about what happens to a woman when she's tricked into prostitution. We should know that, right? We should know anything about anything that goes on in families, anything that goes on in people's lives, what makes them the way they are. We shouldn't talk to anybody who's committed murder. Why did they commit the murder, right? What happened? Where you come from? Don't you understand, punk, that people need to know the stories, girl? They need to know the stories so we can learn, girl, from the stories. So you ain't learning nothing from it. Why are you listening to it? I mean, I don't understand it. If he wants to tell his story, that's on him, honey. You don't like sad stories like that? You can't deal with it, girl? Don't listen. How about that? Not saying, oh, but he told it. He told it. That means I got to go talk about it. No, you ain't got to go talk about it, bitch. You got to not look at it. If it doesn't interest you, we waiting for your story, bitch. I want to know about the pain, girl. I want to know about the pain, the misery of going to school for 16, 18 years and get nothing out of it, girl. I want to know about how that feels inside when you realize that all of your classmates, all them white boys that went to school with you, bitch, and now they driving around, girl, in Mercedes and Porsches and things, girl. And they got condos in this city and condos in that city. And they got main homes in Atlanta. And they got all this stuff, all these successes. And they're on television, girl. And they are, you are so obsessed with the church. They are mega pastors, girl. And they got big congregations. And even the small ones have got at least 2,000 members, girl. And everybody's got something going on. Everybody but you, bitch. That's the story I want to hear, nigga. I want to know about the damn degrees. And I do believe that I've stumbled into the truth of the matter The truth of the matter is, you just a professional student. You just go to school and live off student loans, bitch. I know enough people who have gotten student loans to know that they don't just give you money for books, do they? Do they? They give you money for housing, right? So as long as you stay in school, you ain't got to pay back them student loans, right? So you just collecting student loan. Well, let me go get another degree. Let me go get another degree, right? And when you just got this, you said you got one a few months ago, a couple months ago. Okay, did they also give you student loans for that one? Are you still collecting student loans? When are you going to pay the money people their money back, girl? You're always concerned about who is getting government assistance and who has gotten help from the government. I want to know if you have lived your whole life until you're 50 and 53 years old, when you're almost ready for retirement, girl. I want to know, girl, what do you consider that? All the student loans you got, isn't that money from the government that you never had any intention of paying back, right? Because the time is almost up. You'll be 62. Is it only 8 years, 9 years? 8 years, then you'll be retired. You ain't got to pay them nothing because they can't take your Social Security money, right? So you say your Social Security going to be so great. You know why it's going to be great? Because you ain't got to pay back the student loans, nigga, right? So you're dealing with people with brains here. We don't want to just hear the same story about you went to school, girl. Is that all that occurred in your whole damn life? We want to know about your underbelly. That's what I want to know. Why was your daddy so pitiful that he had to have that family that size in a broken down, raggedy, dilapidated trailer, girl, that he probably didn't pay no more than $500 for a house? Oh, they believed in home ownership. Oh, my parents paid for my schooling. Okay. I know I said this before. I don't want to be over here accusing this boy of repeating the same shit over and over again, but I can't resist, girl. Your parents paid for your schooling, right? Didn't you say that everybody in your family were these educated people? Which is a lie. We know they ain't on school, girl. Maybe a couple of girls went to school, got one degree. But we want to ask you this, Wilson. So your parents were driving up in that old jalopy, right? They were driving. They don't even got no sidewalks in no single wide trailer park, right? They driving through that mud and pulling up to that nasty, dilapidated thing, right? And they go in there. But girl, I don't know what the hell that nigga did for living, but they live this disgusting, this horrible life, and they have got money to send 9 niggas to college. Not for 1 degree, for 9 degrees. What if I assume there's got to be some other degrees in the family, child. You said your sister had a degree, and some other person had a degree, right? We doubt the rest of them niggas probably girl cement mixers or some shit. Whatever their education was, girl. They pay for all this, and they are living in that dilapidated, nasty, filthy, disgusting trash trailer, girl, who's probably got a floor that goes down like this, right? Because under the weight of 11 niggas, girl, the floor probably sloped down like that, right? And they are living in those kind of conditions and putting your punk ass to what kind of school? What do they get for their dividend, bitch? They get you applying for some goddamn program that a 23-year-old supposed to apply for, girl, and you bringing your sorry old decrepit ass up in there, girl, to rip them people off for a check until they figure it out that you're incompetent again, girl. And then at 54, are you gonna be starting another career? These careers are piss pitiful, nigga. They're piss pitiful. One thing, they put you in the closet to work, right? So we know this ain't no whatever you say it is, girl. We know the job ain't shit, right? You're probably no more than a glorified secretary, right? I'm struggling to get my brain together here. Okay, so you so you going to have this career, right? Do people know that the career also involves working around the clock, to be constantly hustling for another dollar, to stay in some goddamn house that you don't need, that you say you only been upstairs once every 6 months? Now, who in the hell gonna move into a house? Who go even pay no heating and cooling, girl, or some big old house that they ain't even been upstairs, girl? They just go from the kitchen, which they go into a lot, to their bedroom. That's it. The living room of this house, girl, like if you turn this bedroom on its side, you turn it going this way. That's all you got for a living room, girl. So it ain't the Taj Mahal that you present, girl. It ain't nothing but a standard old ugly ass track house, girl, which you haven't done a goddamn thing for all this time. Do they know they got to go and work around the clock to keep that shit? And people will wonder, well, why do you need that? I mean, why do you do that? 52. You're 53 yet, punk? You're 53 years old. Aren't you supposed to be downsizing now? From all the children you done raised, bitch. All the animals you done raised, girl. You supposed to be downsizing? Downsizing, the bitch. This nigga moving to a house at 50 years old, taking on a 35-year mortgage. All right, enough of that. He done lost his damn mind. That's right, Wild Seed. Gonna make these manufactured beefs. Girl, Jay Wilson, why have you got your ass so invested in this? Why? Can't you find anything you can talk about, bitch? Mm-hmm. He hopping on panels. You need to hop the fuck off. If I'm ever on a panel and that bitch shows up, girl, I always leave. I mean, it's only happened once. I just leave. I ain't gonna say that bitch. All I'm gonna do is yell and scream in my voice, girl, because I want to punch that motherfucker out. Is what I want to do, girl. I want to like to beat your ass. What I would like to do, girl. And I regret that I missed my opportunity. I should have just pressed on, girl. And the moment you turn your back, you should have been, whoa! They call it a roundhouse, bitch. Whoa! From the side view, bitch. And then she said, why are you kicking me? Why are you kicking me, bitch? And I'd be just stomping, girl. Just happy and smiling. Oh, girl. Oh, goddamn. Did I get an eyeball that time? I'm sorry. Let me help you. Bam, 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 bitch. Beat your mother. That's what you deserve, Jay Wilson. You deserve it. You deserve it. You deserve it. Because you are a piece of shit. Girl, okay. Sabrina, I'm trying to figure out how he knows so much about He said he can guarantee what his name is not. Is there only one Stanley in the world? How many Stanleys in the world, girl? Let's just say 500,000 Stanleys in the United States, right? How is this nigga gonna guarantee what this boy's name ain't, right? How you gonna guarantee how much he weighs, right? We're talking about a 40-year span here. Has he never reached 350? You should be very, very astute to that. Oh, I can guarantee he ain't 350 pounds. Oh, I have to guarantee that. How can you guarantee? He sent me a picture. Babies, I hope when you guys, I know especially a lot of women have got college degrees. I don't know why more women get them at least in Africa America, more women get them than men. I hope you guys have got better degrees than this. This boy is a raging idiot. I mean, he just is. He's just a raging idiot, girl. So we don't know what he's doing on that job, but he ain't got no real job, girl. Not nothing you can call a career, right? Now, if you want to call the secretarial pool, you want to call that a career, go ahead. Go ahead. But he basically, I mean, you should have been able to take your single degree, your bachelor's, and then you get a master's in something. In other words, you're good at something. I would think by now in the wind down. The wind down starts in your 50s, girl. How can you wind down, Jay Wilson? You have never accomplished anything, girl. It's been a waste of time. And you finally finagled your fat ass into a house, girl. What was it, 49 years old, girl? 40 something in your late 40s when you're supposed to have been in one since you were 30, but whatever. You finally get, and then that becomes your whole life, that you live in a house, girl. And you're going to work your fingers to the bone. Ooh. Hey, get your car washed today. I remember when the bitch first appeared on here. Oh, I done lost my job. I got a job interview. I don't know if I'm gonna drive the Greyhound. Bitch, why don't you just get a mop, bitch, and clean up them schools you claim to have graduated from, girl. So you all right, baby. Whichever one you said, how he knows so much about stuff, he don't know a goddamn thing about him, child. He know that child showed up on his page saying the most disgusting, disparaging things about people with HIV, right? He thought that was so amusing to him that he invited that thing on his channel again and again and again. And he encouraged it. Oh, you need your own channel. You need your own. You don't know if you're talking to a goddamn serial murderer. He had no idea behind a blank screen. How you going to encourage somebody behind a blank screen, girl, to be, they need their own channel, right? Then when you realize what a vile, disgusting thing you hit your wagon to, you tried to back away from him, bitch. So I'm trying to figure out, when did you turn it around? And then you backing back into him. For it is the root, it is the love of money that is the root of the evil that you do, right? Because it's all for a coin. You've said it thousands and thousands of times, girl. It's all about money, to make a coin, make a coin. So if we go into a hotel room, some sleazy hotel room somewhere, and we find this guy blue fingerless hanging from the goddamn ceiling, girl, we're supposed to, oh, it was all for a coin. It was all for a coin. And when you come on there trying to spin that too, bitch, something you know nothing about, you know nothing about criminal law, you know nothing about psychiatry, you don't know nothing about nothing, girl. And the only thing you claim you do know something about, which would be this church shit, only thing you do is you claim you do know something, when every time somebody confronts you about this church, I won't say shit, I'll say stuff, you click them off. You run. But that's the only thing you're supposed to be astute at, right? And girl, don't even get me started on that goddamn singing. That singing when you have a master's degree in it, bitch. We don't even want to talk about that, girl, because ain't nothing to talk about. It was a super weird story, very tragic. Yep. And that thing took, and she created that story. And we can't, baby, we don't say absolutely that it's not him. We don't know shit. She chooses not for us not to know anything. So let's just continue to not know anything then, girl. So that boy said that you was Stanley, nigga. What do we have to go on that you're not Stanley? You choose to stay behind a blank screen, and anybody try to dox you, they're gonna be murdered, and you're gonna hire two murderers. You said I can get two for the price of one. So you want to kill two people in two different states, right? All this shit about keeping your identity private. Okay, so what? So if it's so private, then why can't we make assumptions if we want to? Right? We don't know anything about that man. We don't know. We definitely don't know anything about you, right, sissy? We know you're a disgusting drag monster. Fat Cambridge. I think that nigga might be jacking off in there. Because when he come on, I was listening the other day, and people, when I tell you that I said when I listen for 2 and 3 minutes, that's exactly what happens. I ain't got time to listen to these bitches. There are only so many hours in a day. I ain't got time to sit over listening to 2-hour boring ass niggas girl talking, saying the same goddamn stupid ass shit, and she's getting the nasty as she can get, girl. But she comes on, she said, over and every break is. And she want to do health reads. Maybe this motherfucker is so evil and nasty because she's damn near dead. Health reads. Oh, you got the letters. How do we know you ain't got the letters, nigga? Wait a minute. Guys, you're assuming a lot. When you were talking to these people on here, because they said they didn't have HIV, don't be gullible, people. You don't know anything about these people. If these people will not show you their face, they will not show you where they live, they will not tell you what state they live in, they will not tell you anything about them, they won't say what they do for a living, they won't say their real name, they won't say anything about them. Why all of a sudden, the only thing they're going to tell you the truth about is that they're HIV negative? It is a crock of bullshit, girl. So because they say they're not HIV, it don't mean nothing. Believe me, I've had enough experience with this thing to know that many, 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 many of them still lie. And some of them will even take that into the grave because they don't want nobody to see that they're getting pills. We don't know all that much about mental illness. I'll say observing, that thing is mentally ill. And y'all gonna see, she ain't finished. Shit, she did something disgusting every motherfucking day. Who got something disgusting to say every motherfucking day, right? Jay Wilson over here, he wants to keep diverting. Yeah, but Connie said this. Oh, and Connie said something. And then, okay, I'm gonna cover one more thing on this shit before I let it go. According to Wilson and people who dumbly follow him over there, they're saying that this guy, Blue Wolf Phoenix, because a person has showed up on his chat and he's continued a conversation with the person online, because he's continued a conversation with the person online, that is in the same class of him being gang raped by drag queens when he was a damn baby. It's the same thing they say, right? People, I say all the time in here, if somebody's talking in the chat and their comments seem young to me, I would say, are you a young person? Okay, because this is an adult site. This is for adults here, right? But I don't know who these people are. I have no idea who they are, child. And to have a conversation, whatever they, even if they were a young person, you can have a conversation with young people. He's trying to say that's the same thing, Jay Wilson. I got to divert. Oh, but the things he did something. He did something. They say he was 17. Well, 17 is a lot different than 6 years old. But he said what he did. I can't believe what he did. I'm constantly telling people, child, if you are underage, let us know who you are. We don't know who's on here. We might have 90-year-old ladies on here pretending to be a hot young gay boys. We don't know. That is what the internet is, honey. That ain't got shit to do with what we're talking about with that hideous, disgusting monster named Stump Creature. Whatever that thing has done, girl, we can plainly see what it is. All you have to do is listen to her vile mouth and fucking him and fucking him and fucking him and fucking him and fucking him. And this kid is in the goddamn room somewhere about to lose his motherfucking mind because he brought it all back. Like I just gave you the example of when that boy jumped on his wife in the goddamn car, bitch, and it all came back. It all came back like I was there. Uh-huh. Mm-hmm. How y'all on this? We on Saturday again? Mm-hmm. No, I don't doubt the story is true at all. This is the story that you can look at this guy and see that he has been through. I mean, he's not a complete person even in his 40s, right? So the point of triggering somebody like that, what are they supposed to do? So when he came back with an uppercut for your punk ass, far as we know, he might have believed it in that moment. He might have said, "Well, goddamn, were you there? How did you know that? Or how did you know that?" Maybe he said it some point in one of his, because this Stump Creature, she goes back and studies your videos from years ago. She's still talking about my dispute with Walter Hampton, which I applied 4 years ago, right? So she actually goes back into it in there, and he might have let something slip out of her mouth. Some Squeenie, Dee oh, Dee, come on, Dee bum, Dee bum, Dee bum. Say hello to people. Say hi. What are you doing? What you doing? Hi, people. You like my vest? You think I'm pretty? Daddy, do you think I have the most beautiful ears in the whole world? Well, of course I do. They're the most beautiful ears. What about my tail? All right, I unread my mouth enough. Uh-huh. How do we know the story is true? People lie so much on here. They ain't gonna lie about that. They ain't gonna lie about being raped. No. Yeah. Him identifying this dude as being the person, he deserved that. That's what Stump Creature deserved. So I don't think there's anything wrong with him saying that. You said you were there. Okay, bitch, I agree. You were there. It's you. Stumptown's the one that brought the shit up. He's the one that tried to name details and make it sound like he was actually there. He's the one that called himself a social worker. The boy didn't call him a social worker. He's the one initially called him a social worker, right? And then the guy in his mind trying to fight for his own goddamn sanity, girl, and said, "No, you said that you were there. You saw me getting fucked in the ass and fucked in the ass and fucked in the ass about a 6 or 8 year old, right? You say that, bitch. I'm simply agreeing with you, bitch. It was you. You were there." Mm. Oh, somebody's playing. Listen, y'all can't hear it. This Christmas, I'm gonna get to know you better. This Christmas, fireside raging bright, we're caroling through the night, and this Christmas will be a bit. I'm triggered by the song. I ain't heard that song since I was a child, honey. I'm telling you the truth. I don't listen to Christian music. They're playing Stevie Wonder downstairs. Yeah. Then the nigga, he'll be saying, "Oh, you can hear through the wall. You can hear." No, I can hear through the window. You stupid bitch. I hope y'all having a good Christmas season. I imagine people are getting off of their jobs now, right? It's the 18th, so Christmas is in a week, right? Yeah, 7 days exactly. So you guys are probably already off work. I pray you have a good Christmas, right? Love on your children, honey. Be glad that you are able to provide a better life than that for your children. Nothing funny about it. Nothing funny about children being abused. It is extremely serious. Right? Yeah. I'm gonna sing. I may go have my breakfast, my oatmeal now. I think I done enough. Later, people.